There are a number of different reasons why hip-hop has a large part in this show. I think primarily the first, really obviously, is, I came up as a hip-hop artist, as a hip-hop writer, as a lyricist. So for me, it's kind of one of the main ways of telling a story. It's, my modus operandi for narratives. But I also think it became more and more clear that hip-hop had to be a part of this because hip-hop, in a way, is slang, i.e. a secret language, i.e. a coded language. And because Kia, the main character who I'll be playing throughout the show, he's the leader of a rebel group, a rebel movement. And almost any kind of rebel or revolutionary movement is going to have to use code. And I thought, and it's come to be, that hip-hop verse is probably one of the primary vehicles for coded messages and in talk. So that's pretty much why hip-hop not only is a part of this, but is an integral aspect of the show. When we first envisioned this show, we actually thought about it as animation, moving kind of animation. But for a number of different reasons, and I think the primary one being popularity and kind of validity in literature of the graphic novel, of comic books. Incredibly popular now. If you haven't seen one of the many movies that are made from comic books, somebody has. If you've never read a comic book in your entire life, someone you grew up with did. And comic books are a real, I believe, a kind of the future of early literacy for young people. I think it's a really good way to bring people into reading again, physical books. So the popularity of it, the validity of it in terms of literature, in terms of opening up avenues of literacy. And third, it's really cool. It's cool. So, yeah. Another aspect of this show, obviously because of the hip-hop roots, is an interaction with the crowd. Generally in traditional theater, there's what's been explained to me as not being a traditional theaterist, is what's called a fourth wall, and it's kind of this barrier between the actors and the audience, and it's never to be crossed. It's kind of like bulletproof glass. Bit too purveyor of truth standing on the top of the mountain with a burning bush behind you for me. I think all interaction is about a conversation between two people or two groups. I think that's where all growth and evolution comes from, and that's what hip-hop is about. It's the call and response. It's tribal, and it's not just hip-hop. It's tribal from anywhere in the world, of call and response. I say something, you react to that, give me back something, I react to that. And that's the conversation. So Remember also has a good amount of interaction and engagement, a back and forth, a shattering of that fourth wall, and it not only is the conversation, but it's hip-hop and it's the story and its evolution.